Hi, everyone. Good evening, or good morning, or afternoon, whenever you happen to be catching this. Um, it's the weekend, March 14th, 2020. As a matter of fact, a little bit after 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to thank everybody, first of all, for checking out all the stuff that I've been posting to Facebook over the last several days. I really appreciate all the likes and comments and the sharing, especially the Toilet Paper Ninja page from the first Cute Ninja coloring book. Um, Today was actually designated, I believe, as Mini Comic Day, official Mini Comic Day across the country, where you sit down and attempt to do an 8-page mini comic in, by midnight, by the end of the day. And as some of you have seen my posts, I've done a couple of those over the last few weekends, and I was intending to continue with that today, even if there weren't any official activities happening um, nearby because of recent events. Um, but I also thought it would be fun to do a quick video and show some of the things that I use to plan ahead so that I can get started and get a book finished quickly. Um, I had been intending to put this into its own mini comic, but I thought it might be fun to just show you the tools that I currently use, or that I carry around with me to basically keep me at the ready for inspiration, and to just leap right in and start a book if an idea grabs me. Um, so right here is it is, shoot, I don't even remember the measurements on this thing. Hang on. It's a 4x6 Premiere sketchbook. I got a bunch of these from the late lamented AC Moore store. They were super cheap, and page wise and page size, they are just the right size of a mini comic page. So you could draft an entire 8-page mini comic in here, and the pages are perforated. Um, so you can see, zoom in on it, you can see the perforation right there. So you could even tear them out and paste them up as you know as a dummy mini comic. Um, so I carry one of those around with me right now, and I also typically carry around, folded into it, an 8.5 by 11, a couple of 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, already folded into the standard mini comic size. And for this, there's 3 sheets here. There's one that's the inside of the book, one that's the outside, and then the one in the middle. The middle sheet acts as a blotter, because most of the time when I do a book, like for example Ninja Self Care, Which of the Four Horsemen Are You, um, or Leap, um, I just put the pages back to back with the blotter page in the middle, and work straight from a Sharpie, either a fine point like this, and well, actually that's for panels and spotting blacks, and then inside the spiral, I keep a couple of the ultra fines for lettering and detail. Um, and I also keep in my pocket a couple of double-ended zig writers. Um, they are also, you got one end that's fine, and then the other end is extra fine, or ultra fine. Um, and I have used those, but they don't always mix well with some of the color markers that I use. They smear, and it's also, you get it wet and it runs. And although Sharpies tend to bleed and soak, um, they also give me a really strong line, and I just like how they look. Um, and you can see from, you can see the results from Leap. and then the Ninja Self-Care Mini right here. Get outside, exercise, practice. Important things. And then I think with the Witch of the Four Horsemen, there was a little bit more planning in that. I penciled a lot of it out ahead of time, and I used, as mentioned, I used a Zig Writer, the fine line for foreground and title lettering, and then the fine line for dialogue, captions, and facial features and details like that. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I usually have this 4x6 book with me, or at least a 4x6, or even oftentimes I'll carry Yay Nightmares Film Festival. I'll carry one of these, which is, and I should have this stuff remembered by now, or committed to memory. The 5.5 by 8-inch, which is also you tear off 2 sheets and paste them together, and you basically got an 8.5 by 11 mini comic ready to go. So yeah, I carry these around with me, one of them or both of them, and if I get an idea, I'll start taking notes, or if it's, if the dialogue kicks in and it feels strong enough, then I just will launch right into making a book. There's other things like, I keep the cartooning really iconic and just use basic shapes. And although this one's a bit, although Horseman is a bit on the wordy side because it's spoofing a meme. Things for like Ninja Self-Care. It's very stripped down. It's almost, I kind of liken it to poetry. And the most important thing about making mini comics, repeat. You make one, you start making another. Anyway, that's what I got for now. Thanks for checking this video out. I'm going to post it to my page, and then I'm also going to post it to the Feeling Left Out Con page that Bob Corby started for this weekend. And again, thank you all for taking the time to check this out and for checking out all of my work. I really do appreciate it more than I can say, or that you can see. So I hope everyone's staying safe and keeping warm. Take care. Have a great Saturday. And we'll see you on Facebook and elsewhere on social media.